What's up, everybody? End of day 30 of 40 days of drumming. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. Only 10 days left. Kind of like mixed emotions about there only being 10 days. Um, it's gonna be good to be done and be back to kind of normal life and everything. Um, but the achiever part of me, you know, with I was thinking about this the other day, and with like a little bit more normal schedule, let's say I was getting paid to do this, and I could easily do this 8 hours a day indefinitely. Like if that was my job and I was getting paid, and all I had to do was just show up and do this, basically work on my skills as a drummer. I could do that for I don't even know how long, and I would never reach the end, and it would never get old or whatever, just because there's always so much more to work on and so much more to develop. Um, I feel like I have the capacity to do that, but it's just the reality of time and life and all that stuff that you know you gotta live a life too. So yeah, today, another tough day getting up, just physically kind of feeling the toll of the whole thing, doing this so many hours a day. My hip is definitely better today. um, I did have one session where I was getting pretty aggressive with that foot, and the hip got a little bit tender, so I'm gonna have to do some work on it tonight. Um, it's not quite ready to be that active, but it was just fun to play it like that. I haven't been able to just kind of go for it in a while, but I've been sitting behind drums for the whole time. So, um, yeah, it's kind of fun to just let loose every once in a while. And necessary, I think, too. Um, yeah, trying to continue along the path of trying to master certain simple things, and found that certain things I've even got to go even slower on. It's like some 16th note patterns I'm working on at 40 beats a minute now. And I'll put some subdivisions in there to kind of help get get my mind locked on, get my time clock the same as the metronome, and then I'll take the subdivisions away, so the click is just there 40 beats a minute, which is pretty darn slow. It's a challenge. Um, I really find on those, though, that the calmer my mind is, the easier it is to do it. If my mind is agitated and wandering all over the place, then I'm not going to be on for that, and then the whole thing is gonna become more and more frustrating. So that's it's good, but on a couple of them, I was able to kind of get it locked in, and to the point to where then felt like I could increase the tempo. And then it's funny because you do something at 40 beats a minute and try to really get it locked in, and then when you go to 50 or 60, it almost seems so much easier, because the spaces between the clicks are that much smaller. So it's kind of a cool thing, again, humbling to have to go down that far with stuff, and it's been a long time since I don't know. I remember one time kind of experimenting with a click at 40, but it was kind of more playing complete drum set beats. It wasn't just like isolating rhythms. So, it's definitely humbling to go and realize that, like, okay, this is what I need. This is, because if I try it at a tempo that's too quick for me to really like master it at, then I'm gonna do it for a long period of time and it's not really gonna get that much better. So that's kind of the sign to me that, like, okay, it's time to even go slower than that, even slower than that, so until I reach the bottom, the root level or whatever, where I can get it at this super slow tempo, and it's very difficult, but eventually I can get it, and then the other faster tempos just seem so much easier. So that's good. Yeah, my posture, I'm really realizing that I've had such a bad habit for so many years of mainly leaning on my right hip, which is the one that gets sore. Um, Mainly leaning on that hip and not supporting my weight evenly on both sit bones, not distributing my weight evenly. So that causes my spine then to curve because my bottom is not level, so my hip bones aren't level, and then to my spine's gonna have to compensate for that. It's this whole crazy thing. So I've spent even just several times today just trying to sit and really feel my spine straight and really feel my weight evenly on both hip bones. And I thought that I had kind of taken care of that. But as soon as I start to try and play something with the bass drum, then the weight and everything tends to go over to that side, and my left side compresses down. And then especially when I'm playing beats, like with the right hand crossing over on the hi-hat, then my left hand side gets really compressed, so my spine is twisting that way. And it's actually, for me, it's to the point to where when I've gone to chiropractors, they'll put me on the table and they're like, and I forget, I guess it's I think it's my left side that's shorter. Like my leg is compressed and my spine and all the muscles and my ribs and everything are all compressed, so that side of my body is actually shorter. So because of all this, of causing my body to misshape. So of course then you're going to have back problems and all of that stuff as a result of that. So yeah, I've even been, since I've been here, been trying to do stretches even like on the ball. I haven't been doing these as consistently, but maybe I'll try to do them tonight, where I lay the side of my body on the big blue ball and then that stretches out the other side. So I'll try to do it twice on the left and once on the right. So my left side is stretching out more in hopes that I'm kind of evening everything out. Yeah, and even stuff like, I'm about 6'1" or 2, and when I stretch my right arm up, I can reach easily the middle finger, and then this finger will reach as well, like if I'm trying to touch the ceiling. But on my left hand, only the middle finger can touch, and I'll stretch and stretch and stretch, and I can't quite get that pointer finger to touch, because that side is compressed down. So yeah, it all kind of stems from drumming and stuff, but it's pretty far-reaching thing. So I'm doing what I can to try and take care of all that stuff, and hopefully even myself out, even out my playing. It's all a big process. Got 10 days left, and then whatever I have kind of learned, then I just have to try and take it with me into daily life and try to continue the practice and continue to grow from there. So that's the hopes. All right, bye-bye.